All right, good morning, good afternoon. Let's talk about a veteran walker. What's a veteran walker? A veteran walker is a term used to describe a person that has experience, knowledge, information, and the wherewithal to navigate men who are in the market and seeking relationships. The term is coined veteran walker to illustrate that this person has the ability, the knowledge, and the understanding to be able to know what to say, when to say it, how to act, how not to act, and what's appealing, what's not appealing. In other words, we talked once before about the Filipina hustle. We talked about how the Filipina who is actively engaged in pursuing a foreigner for a relationship, marriage, whatever, that this Filipina actually has a program. She has a methodology, a way in which to do this. So, a Filipina veteran walker is one who, first of all, is a Filipina. She comes from the Philippines. And she is experienced in navigating relationships with foreigners. What does that mean? That means that she has had relationships with foreigners. She knows how to get what she wants from foreigners. And she's either in the Filipino hustle for material sake, or she just hasn't been fortunate enough to get the husband. But she's a veteran walker. She knows what to do. And what I want you to understand is that a lot of foreigners, a lot of expats are coming to the Philippines and they're looking at the young Filipina, 20, 24, 25, 30 years old, and they're assuming, mind you, I want to reiterate, they're assuming that this Filipina is naive. She's unaware. Part of the veteran walker forte is that they can be what it is you want them to be. If you want them to be naive, they can they can have themselves viewed successfully as being naive. But know that they're far from naive. No, they're not naive. They're fully aware, fully capable, and fully confident in what they're doing. They're not naive in one iota, not one single bit are they naive. But naivety is appealing to some men because they feel like they have the upper hand. So what does that mean? That means the Filipina may appear to be naive, but she's not. And she's using that as an attraction, as a bait, as part of her hustle. And is that good or bad? Well, it all depends on what her intentions are and what the outcome will be. Meaning that if her intentions is only to get from you what she can get as long as she can get it, then it's for you, the foreigner. That's I don't unless you're in mindset of pay to play, uh, and if that's the case, then it really doesn't matter uh, what the outcome is, because you're in a pay-to-play relationship. But if you're seeking a relationship that's going to be everlasting, lead to marriage, well, you don't want that. Okay. So again, the Filipino veteran walker, you need to be aware of that they have all the skills, even at 20 years old. They have all the skills to wrap you all around their little finger, and they can manipulate and control the outcome of your relationship with them. So you have to be aware of that. Okay? Don't you be naive. Don't you think that this young girl is incapable, does not have the skills to be manipulative, to be controlling, and even downright scandalous. Okay? Because, yeah, they can be downright scandalous. Okay? Now, I know you heard all of these good things, glorious things, and so forth and so on. Okay? But let me tell you, they can be scandalous. Okay? So, I got a video out there I want to refer you to. It deals with long distance relationships. Watch that video. Let me know what you think. Okay? Again, if you're a subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you've done for me through these hard times of losing my daughter. I appreciate you. All the comments, all the well wishes. God bless you all. And if you're not a subscriber, which I'm finding that 60%, according to YouTube analytics, are watching my videos, but you're not subscribed. And some of you are watching them all the way to the end. So I just want you to subscribe. If you're a subscriber, tell your friends about me. Okay? Let's help build this channel. Thank you again, because during this hard times of losing my baby, I became monetized. So I'm going through the process of filling out the needed requirements so that they would consider my videos for monetization. Okay? So that being said, let's get back to this Filipino veteran walker. Okay? Simply is a person, whether Filipino, American, French, whatever, Caribbean, that is experienced in relationships, experienced in how to manipulate and control relationships for the benefit of their desired outcome. Okay? Veteran foreign walker. Got a new term. Okay? I think last week or so we added a term, Filipino hustler. Okay? So today you got the Filipino veteran walker. Okay? What I want you guys to do for me, because I have a lot of Filipinas that watch my channel. But for some reason, I'm not getting the nearly the response or comments that I need. Why do I say I need from the Filipino and the Filipina? Because I need your direct input to help the people who's watching. Your comments is going to be a major asset to helping, to giving them advice. Remember, I'm only here as a moderator. I'm bringing you a topic, a subject for the foreigner who's coming here. And I'm giving you my boots on the ground experience regarding those situations. Why? Because those situations are either positively affected the relationship and the voyage here to the Philippines, or it has negatively affected the relationship and voyage here to the Philippines. However, there's a third part that's missing. That's the actual Filipina. I need you to comment. I need you to give your input. If your English you feel is not that good, hey, put it in Tagalog. I will translate it. Okay? I will translate it for my viewers so that they can hear and understand what you're saying. Because I want you to know that if you take the time and you're watching the videos, your comments and your input is needed. Okay? All the people who watch my videos, your comments are needed. Your input is respected and needed. So once again, if you're Filipino, leave your comment, leave your suggestions. Okay? We need your input. Okay? We desperately need your input. All right? So once again, we're gonna focus on the Filipina veteran walker and experience at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Why you say she's experienced? Because there is a connection between all of those who desire the relationship with foreigners. They have a network of connections. They connect here in the Philippines and abroad. Okay? When the Filipina goes to the U.S. or the U.K. or wherever she goes, she has a network of Filipinas that is going to embrace her, educate her, and give her proper guidance. That's one of the reasons that they're so successful wherever they go. And it just naturally happens. Here in the Philippines, the same thing. You see, they have this network. They communicate. You know, they have these groups. If you look at Facebook, there's all kind of groups that they belong to. And they communicate. So if this is what they want to do, then they seek out a methodology to do it. Okay? The veteran is one who's been down this road several times. She has experience with multiple foreigners. Some will not even tell you that they've even ever dated a foreigner. Why? Because they know that if you know they've dated a foreigner, then they know that you know how the game is played. And they don't want you to know that they know. Okay? They don't want you to know that they know. A lot of them, if they've dated multiple foreigners, they don't want you to know that they've dated multiple people. You know? They're not gunslingers. They're not putting marks in the handle of their pistol every time they date a foreigner, or every time they receive an allowance from a different foreigner. No, they keep that hush hush. Okay, it's like it never happened, but it happened. They got the experience and they know what to do. And if you don't know what to expect, you can become a victim of what? The Filipina veteran walker. Okay? Once again, appreciate you all for tuning in. God knows your comments and your dedication and the respect that you've shown towards my daughter and my family is overwhelming. And I love you guys for it. I appreciate you. And I ask you to continue send up your prayers for my family, for me, and for my daughter. Okay? That her path to her creator is successful. Okay? And that she's resting. Everything is good with her. Okay? But we need you to continue to send up those prayers. And again, watch me. Let me be what you need me to be to help you get on this journey to living your best life. Because you can do it here in the Philippines. Okay? You can get a good relationship. This country is so beautiful. Oh my God, man. You know, even in the hot weather, I'm going to tell you this, then I'm going to let you go. Even in the hot weather, you'll notice that the plants shed their leaves, but they grow new leaves right back. Not like in the U.S. when it's cold, the leaves fall off and the tree is barren. No leaves, just the branches. Here, they shed the leaves. They get a hot leaf. I call it a hot leaf. This leaf is different, okay? It may be different in size, even different in shape, because the weather is so hot, right? So I'm going to wait and see when the weather starts to cool up a bit, what the leaf look like. So I'm taking pictures now of what I call a hot leaf, because it's hot as, man, it's hot. But you can adjust to it, man. You can adjust to it. And it's going to make you more healthier. Trust and believe me. Okay? Another thing I want to tell you, one more thing. When the hot weather, that's when you can expect an increase in your produce. Okay? Increase in your produce when the weather is hot. I found that out. I thought that people were trying to cheat me, but it makes sense. If it's hot, chili peppers is 35, 40 pesos a kilo, right? It's the best chili peppers, 20, 30 pesos a kilo, right? Man, listen, it's hot, man. The best chili, 400 pesos a kilo, 400. And I was told they have seen them go as high as 700 a kilo, okay? Why? Because even here in my yard, I grow the same variety, what they consider the best. They're real small, but boy, are they tasty, and man, are they hot. They're really hot, okay? You got a little bitty one, all you need is a pinch, and you got your whole plate on fire. So, once again, the weather change, it increases the price on produce, simply because the produce is growing slower, less of it, and the demand is still there, okay? Whereas before, I could come out here, man, and I could pick a handful of the best chilies in the Philippines, and every day I could pick a handful. I'd be lucky. I don't think I've got a handful in the past 3 weeks. I haven't got a handful. Might have got a half a handful. And the past week, man, I think I might have got 5 or 6 chilies, man. You know? Because it's hot, man. They're not growing. And they're growing. The ones that grow, the heat shrivel them up. You know? So anyhow, listen. One thing for sure and two for certain. When you help other people, you help yourself. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. And if you are not a subscriber, I need you to subscribe. If you're Filipino, what I need you to do is leave me your comments so that all my viewers can understand your viewpoint. And if you have to, leave it in Tagalog. I'm going to translate it. Okay, I'll use Google Translate. Okay, and if you read it and you don't agree with it, don't blame me, blame Google. Okay? Okay, listen. God bless you. Take care. And I'll see you guys again real soon.